Are you black?
Hey, yo, I didn't see that coming. God damn. I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm black, man.
I love that.
Fuck it. Hell yeah, I'm black,
I love
bro.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
No one looking at him in the street thinks he's black. He literally has to put on a t-shirt for people to believe that that's what's going on.
Oh my god, that is so nice.
Live and in action. Back at it again.
Welcome to the show.
There's a trend here,
What?
at least for this one.
What do you mean?
He been finding these wild videos and then
Oh.
I just so we
That's what I do. In between the times we record, anytime I see a video, I'm like, put it in the notebook, get it ready.
And then I'm
See
gonna
what
see
else
what
think
this
about it.
joint look like.
All right. It's this guy. He is telling the world he's black. That's basically the whole thing.
I doubt you know my fucking experiences. See, what you fail to realize is when I say I'm too black for the white communities, it's because when it comes out to a white person that one of my parents is black, we can't fuck with you. When beforehand,
Stop
it
it.
was cool. The problem
Stop
with that
it.
is...
Stop it. No, stop it. Stop.
You don't believe one of these?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You're gonna
Really?
tell me that because you happen to be around a white person at this time, or let's say no, just a white person at this time, and now they know one of your parents is black, they not fucking with you. Come on, bro, that's cap. That's
You
cap.
don't believe that? Okay, I can see that. Okay, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, like that's cap.
He just doesn't seem black, so it's like, and if he's pretending that he doesn't code switch or doesn't have the ability to code switch, then you most definitely are black. First of all, because that's something that
we all do.
we're all capable of doing.
Yep.
You call on the phone, you sound a little different.
Yeah.
Then maybe you're talking to your
Let's
friends.
be real here. We call it white voice.
So I don't understand what if he's pretending he's basically pretending he doesn't have a white voice, because you hear him talking and he's talking very slangy.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's hear him out some more.
They assumed I wasn't 100% white because I talked or acted or I dressed a certain way. When, the way I talk, walk, and dress is how I really am as a person. Like, so before all that, it was cool. But when you saw me, or when we started talking, your eyebrow went up like,
Stop. Hold
Sir,
up. Stop. Because this is my other thing. He's saying that like he's talking like, oh, you assume that now like I'm this proper person and whatnot, and I can dress. Bro, I'm be real with you. Off the look, bro. Off a quick. You looking white.
But his sweatshirt says, "Yeah, I'm black."
Listen.
How could that possibly be?
And my thing is this, bro. My black experience, literally, people look at us and they be like, "Oh, you can." We literally in one of our last videos, we just said, like, people look at us and be like, "Oh, you can actually speak proper." People are not looking at you and just like, "Oh my God, you can speak proper." Like, unless you just dressing just bummy as fuck, like people are going to assume that it's like, oh, you have your shit together. Like, let's stop. The experience that you're having is not the same to mine, bro. That's 100. Like, that's just like that's it. Listen, I'm not disregarding that you have your own, but
Your own what? Oh, experience.
his own experience, but it's not mine. It's not. Like, you can't, bro.
Then there's other things where I feel like what is this?
Oh no, I'm devastated.
Why he got the henny out?
Oh no,
Is that what he thinks like being black
I'm
is?
devastated.
Like, I just feel like
But
he's like a parody of of.
Well, all right. Let's break it down, right? We all understand. We understand that there is certain, like, I guess I feel like the word would be attributes of like the black community. Like, we can say freaking Jordans. We can talk about Henny bottles. We can talk about do-rags, wearing do-rags. Like, those things people look like if he put on a do-rag right now,
He doesn't have any hair, so I don't think
yeah, he got the beans.
I I don't think there's a point for that.
Yeah. Well, there's also some people.
Also,
who
he
just
could be
put that
shaving
on.
it. Yeah, I don't know. His hair actually looks
That
like
is true. That's true. That's true. But either way, yes, like the Henny bottle, the whole, we understand that. That's the thing.
Why is his content, like, why is his brand I Am Black? Like, what is he trying to...
So
That just seems like a cringy brand.
So this is what I'll say, because I
What
do
is he
have
trying to accomplish with that?
I have biracial friends that some people at first, like, quick glance, they would maybe say like, oh, like, you look white, right? But they're not. Being around like a minority group, you tend to pick up the different social cues, different fashion and things like that, and slangs, and then that's how you just develop and you begin to talk.
Okay, but
And so I would argue that he just grew up in that
I
type
wouldn't
of-
even argue that, because
Okay.
we saw a video a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
we can insert this here, where this guy pretended that he was black
right.
to a bunch of blindfolded people and they had to guess.
My name is Robert, but they call me Milk. I'm from South Central. I got adopted at 7 days old as a baby, like out the hospital to a black mother. So I was raised with her ever since 7 days old.
That's crazy.
My whole family is black. I didn't even know I never met the other people until I was like
That's dope.
grown. My upbringing was a little strange. I was the only white kid at every party, every birthday.
That's an
But I never
interesting
really-
lifestyle.
That never really like bothered me, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was talking, and,
And he
was,
won that.
And he was acting. He acted in a way as though he actually grew up. He told the story of how he was adopted, whatever the case may, by a
Right.
black mother.
Right.
He had black siblings, all that.
Right.
That's just all he knew from a little kid.
Right.
But he's still saying, "Yes, I'm white, and I have. This is the way I'm living."
Right. No.
So
yes.
If
yes.
you're taking that experience, I don't think if you had an experience of living as a black person, you would feel the need to build a brand around
Saying that you're black.
I am black.
That's
what I'm
yes,
saying.
Yes, and I feel that, and that's why I was saying before, like, the experience that I have and the experience that you have are two different things.
There's a spectrum of black to white,
Uh-huh.
visual spectrum, and he's sitting, like, say he's not completely white, but he's pretty close there. Why does he feel the need to just
To claim it, yeah, to go over there.
to make such a
Yeah,
large?
he doesn't
reach?
have to do that. He doesn't have to.
And
do
I
that.
just don't understand. Like, I need more information on, like, actually this is not it, because I would say I would need more information to know, like, is it because he grew up in a way that he felt like he was more black, because maybe his parent that he grew up with was that way.
and that's
But then, why, even if that's the case, why is he
saying
making
that
his brand around that? Because then it'd
Yeah,
be a part
but-
of who
yeah,
he
but-
is, and he wouldn't need to be selling it.
You're
see
right.
what I'm saying?
And another thing is that I'm thinking about is if you were around, like, because essentially those would be your people, because you grew up around predominantly black people.
Yeah.
So then you also wouldn't be claiming that because of how you grew up, because of the people that you were around. You wouldn't just be saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's just something weird about the fact that he is selling it. And I think if you're selling something, that means that if you're selling something about yourself, then that is kind of showing that that's not something that's intrinsically you, especially if it's an identity. Like, it's not like it's not like he's talking. It's not like he's trying to, because there's no gain in there's no like gain, like he's trying to get a job or he's trying to show some type of thing.
This is what
He's just telling the world, and he has these clothes on saying I am black, and he's just being a contrarian for the sake of it.
Yeah,
That's what it comes off as.
This is what I think. I think that it's 100% possible, right? Like, he grew up in that type of neighborhood, and he picked up those things. Which, seeing him talk, I like, it feels. What am I saying? I feel like it does. It feels natural when I see him talk. I think it's natural in some ways. But him claiming the black thing, I think is just an internet thing that he's trying to do to get attention, like that clickbait shit.
I think maybe we could.
That's what I think.
He did a podcast with our boys over the loft, and maybe we can hear some of his, like, what he actually thinks. Like, what,
All right.
maybe that story gets taken out in there.
Are you black?
Hey, yo, I didn't see that coming. God damn. I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm black, man.
I love that.
Fuck it. Hell yeah, I'm
I
black,
love
bro.
that. I
Hell
love that.
yeah,
do
bro,
you
like,
do you get flack for the content you create?
every day?
Of course.
tough.
Every day.
Obviously,
every
bro.
second,
This
every
guy-
minute of every day.
But you're going viral every day too.
That's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
because
listen,
it's
Like, he's
controversial.
doing it. He's doing that
He's
shit
doing it for the
clicks.
views,
Yeah.
and I think that was kind of what I was saying. Is I just
Like, I mean, listen, he doing, he's trying to do his thing that way. Fuck it,
But
whatever.
I feel like
But
that's a fucked up way to do it, though.
but people do fucked up shit all the time, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying it in the sense of like I'm saying, oh, I'm morally blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that to me it's cringy that you're coming off that way. The same type of people where it's like the guys who will like just say things they don't believe to girls just so that there's like a figurehead, or the girls who will just
And
say
then
things to
then
guys.
in the crowd we look at you sideways because it's like,
Yes,
We
or
know that.
women, like women know the same thing. There's girls who will just say whatever guys want to hear, and they'll be, even though they don't necessarily believe that,
yeah, and they're
just so
not
they
with
can
it.
get those views from guys. And I just feel like there's a level of like,
It's disingenuous.
yes, it's disingenuous, and it does not show. It doesn't look as though you have a personality or like a vision outside of just, I want to get these clicks, or I just want to get these views because that's what I'm on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
see
So
what I'm saying?
that's
That is
that's
your
a key
identity.
key factor in what you were saying in that condition is the fact of they don't have a personality outside of just trying to get.
Well, that's what they're showing at least. I don't know
Yeah.
these people personally, but if all you're showing is I am doing this thing for clicks, and it's very obviously just doing it for clicks,
Yeah,
and that's
that's-
real content.
that's where
it's
my
hard
head
for me
went.
to look at you and say like, oh, this is a person that I think has honor or I can respect,
Yeah.
because you're doing something that doesn't seem like you are giving any respect. And maybe they go into it deeper. I'd like to see.
Is like
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, answer that. What is the term viral to you now?
to turn. I'll be honest
no,
with
I
you.
don't-
Like when it
I'm not
gets to
trying
a
count
point where it
numbers.
happens
I
all
don't
the
care about
time,
that.
because it's never something I imagined or even like. It's just another day, and I do this for views. People say I do it. They say I do it for clout. They say I'm out here trying to chase a bag. That's not it, bro. I got a voice that I didn't know I had.
Yeah, you have a different perspective. I never even noticed.
That's what. See, and it's like,
On
and I hear
what,
that,
though?
and it's like that's why I do it.
Yeah,
Because maybe I could teach somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe I could inspire somebody.
Yeah.
And I do that. I know I do it because I've been told.
yeah.
But
Teach them what?
So I think what he's touching on, though, on a serious note, I think what he's touching
I
on,
want to listen more of it, so be short with what you're saying.
I think what he's touching on is like his own biracial experience. That's what I think he's touching on.
But your biracial experience is one that there are no. What are the rest of the people that have the similar experiences in? What biracial experience is he talking about? He has
Essentially,
no one looking at him in the street thinks he's black. He literally
You're
has to
right.
put on a T-shirt for people to believe that that's what's going on, and he has to pour out Henny in videos. He's got to wear anything as possible shirts. Literally, everything he's doing is screaming, "I'm black," because of how black
he's
apparently he feels.
he's wearing things that are attributes within the black community.
I don't think anything is possible as an attribute of the black community. I think that's something that's like a joke that like has
That's
J.R.
it's,
Smith
it's,
has-
it's yes, it's a
played
joke.
into it.
It's a joke, but I don't know if attribute is the right word. But I'm just trying to think about. Like,
I think
there's
when people
certain
talk about
things
culture vultures, I think it's people like this that they're talking about.
that, Listen, I'm not denying you.
I think that I want to. Yeah, hopefully he says something that is going to. What do you mean by you're doing this so that you can have a voice, or that so people can be inspired? Because
I got so many views. The only good thing about having that many views is that many more people saw
See,
it
that's real.
and they saw my message.
Yeah,
And that's why I do it.
yeah.
what is your
No,
message?
I love the fact because when I came across you, I think I came across you before we even spoke. But when I came across you, I was like, wow. I never realized that's a different perspective for a person that was born black.
Stop the cap.
But look,
I'm not gonna
like, you know
lie,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Was
Like,
that really your
you're
first thought?
born white, but
Like, I'm gonna be
it's-
real
there's
here.
so many different situations.
Was
you
that
get
really?
put
Because
on.
that wasn't mine. I
Yeah, I
literally
don't
just
know.
said what my
Nobody
first thought
really
was because this is
actually
my
tried to
first
see
time
from your
watching this shit. So y'all seeing this shit live? Like, this is literally my reaction. Like this, I never seen this shit before.
I
never
think
seen
part
it
of it is
before.
like obviously you got to like. I think this style of show like you got to come with a
You
question.
got-
There's a little bit of cat going
more
on there.
more respectful type of back and forth dialogue. I get you.
But still, clearly he brought him on the show. I just.
he's being open to the mindset, which I respect that.
Yeah. But my thing is, he's saying his message. His message is "I am black." That's his message.
That is his message.
It's on his merch. It's in his videos. Your message is that you're black, and you're saying that other people who look like you can also be black. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah,
That's his message.
That's like claim. Like it's not like
So I don't
like
understand.
you. Like it's like like I am black because I like this. Like I can't change this. This is something that I just am.
This is like these people. This is like those people that are like identifying as racist. Like, oh, I identify as this woman that like did a bunch of like melanin treatments or whatever, tried darkening her skin and things. So she can, I think her name was like Rachel Dozo, something like that.
Okay, I have no idea about this woman, but okay.
And essentially, she's like transracial. Like she's like, oh, I'm a black woman now.
Oh, okay. I mean, essentially, she did dye herself.
But my thing is that
like I mean, let's talk about it this way.
Why are people so desperate for like? Why is your identity based on bullshit? I guess is what I'm saying. Like, why is it not about? Why is his identity not about like what he wants to aspire to be? Even if it's like he likes entertainment or something like that, or he like is into TikTok, or why is that not the identity that I'm seeing? And his humor, his charisma. Why is his identity that he's portraying in the world that I am black? So this is what this is where I would go with it, right? Referencing back to the previous video that we did, where there was actually a white guy who was in a group of black people and trying to fool them. Mm-hmm. But like he wasn't necessarily fooling them because he grew up in that community. Yeah, so that's how he is. Yeah, like, exactly.
That's how he is.
It was not even that he was fooling them. He was talking as though
exactly, and
he is that he's from
and he understands the language. He understands the like niche things that are within that community, and how to move within it. And I'm thinking that for him, right, for the guy that we're really watching the video on right now, it would have been better perceived if he just talked about how he grew up in that community.
But I think it's because he didn't. Because I think because think about it. If you had what of your friends would think that this is a good idea?
Yeah, if you grew up in that community,
you grew up they would say, nah, chill, that's corny.
Yeah, they would, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
If you really were about that, you really came from the culture. This is not something that you would have thought was the move.
Yeah, I feel that
because this is not coming from a perspective of somebody that is in something or is from a group. This is somebody who is like selling the fact that you too can also be in this group if you say these things, if you claim these things, you wear this merch, and you pretend that you're like this. Then you too. That's his message.
Yeah,
and I think that you're not really doing anything that's that valuable. But maybe he goes into his I want to hear about
and that's why I speak on it because again, like if you hating on me, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Yeah, because I'm gonna be mad at you. Mm-hmm. Then that means I did my job.
Yeah. Time you put out any type of content.
So I started, I had obviously Instagram and all that before, like personal page, all types of things, and whatever. Mm-hmm. So I was against it, and then finally I hopped on, and I treated it like any other social media platform.
Yeah,
I just put up videos.
He's talking about the business. I'm trying to get to where he's talking about his story.
From where I live now, what I do for work.
He's talking.
And I'll say now, none of it hit because I know it didn't. But at the time, I didn't even know you could see your views on the video. I always posted vids with a bottle of Henny in my hand or sipping Henny, or it was in the background. Whatever it was, I had Henny around.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've loved it since. That's a fact. Like, it's no joke. And so I posted a video about I call it my devotion for Henny, my love for Henny. My mind's telling me no, but my body. Yeah. So, y'all hear them tunes? That sounded good, right?
Yeah, you a sensei. Is he rich vocals?
Yeah, bro. So for real. So, but I posted a video. Was the R. Kelly track to with a bottle of Henny. Yeah. And someone commented, "You grew up with a black family."
I'm just really trying to think about
real classic. Like,
wow.
And I'm just like,
I'm just gonna say this because we could just edit it out. Fuck it. But like, what is the Loft TV really talking about to this man? Like behind his back. Behind his back, what are they really saying? Because I just feel like
we about to get these views.
I just feel like it's bullshit, bro. Like,
I still want to scrub through and we can edit out the parts that don't make sense. But I want to see if he ever talks about his story.
I am black. I am black. A nigga. A nigga.
You know what I mean? Because I'm mixed. I can't celebrate the whole month. I can only celebrate half. Whether it's the first half or the second half, that's for me to choose.
Bro.
But you got people out here saying, yo, celebrate the whole thing.
Yo, honestly, I tapped out before you. I'm already tapped out, bro.
Bro, yeah.
I just...
If you want to give details about how you grew up,
how are you claiming that you black and then you say I'm assuming Black History Month, you're saying I can only celebrate half of the month now?
He's obviously joking, but for me, the problem is that most of this video is going into detail with how to monetize on social media. That is his identity. This man is a clout chaser, although he doesn't say he is. He claims he's not. Everything he's talking about, the majority of this conversation is centering.
Got you, bro.
Around how to monetize your social media like TikTok, Instagram, and the other ones that are out there. Yep. So when I went and I wanted to hear the story of who this man is, I think that this podcast episode told me who he is. And he is a person whose identity is about how he can monetize on social media. So yeah, get these culture virtues out of here. Not really fucking with this. This is... I don't even normally like care about these like racial type conversations or like, oh, I'm this or identify as that. Yeah, but I think when people are so obviously monetizing and like grifting off of like a concept, and then to see like other people that I might view as like, okay, people that may be a part of my community, interacting with them. Now I'm starting to question like, Rich, like if you're co-signing all this, then what does that make you? because how can you sit here and with a straight face go through all this? I understand that it's part of it is for the views and things like that. But to give no pushback, I think is where the problem is. Obviously, you can have people on and have conversations. I don't have a problem with that. We always can do whatever you want. But to not give any pushback and not even to play devil's advocate at all during any of this.
No, listen,
I have a problem with that. How can you sit there and pretend that you are? Are you not black? Do you not have experiences that are black? And if you do, how could you not at least talk about how yours differs from this person's? And at least to find some common ground at least. But to just wholesale accept it, I feel as though you're doing the same thing as this person. You're not having a conversation that is based around truth, and you're just interacting with people and claiming identities just for the views. And that I find is a little disappointing. Because obviously we're all trying to monetize, we're all trying to get some here on the social media. But I would expect a little more pushback on a subject that visually seems as though there should be at least some pushback. Not even necessarily to say that, oh, I don't fuck with you, but to say, give us more of an explanation on why you feel this way. Let us know who you are outside of the clearly clickbait type shit that is being posted on this guy's account. What is it that makes you black? Humanize this person, because clearly right now what I see is essentially just a guy with a sign saying I'm black. So I just don't understand why that is just being accepted as at face value.
Listen, you know Rich more than me, but I would also say, like, I mean, I said it already. I really don't believe that after this man left the studio, there wasn't jokes said about this man. Like, I just don't believe it. Like, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Like, I get he's being professional, right? He's bringing somebody on the show.
But it's then his show, so you can say whatever you want.
He can. But he's also like trying to have this. But I agree with what you're saying. Like, you could have been more of a devil's advocate, had more of a debate and a dialogue about like, but yo, come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, you even to say, I could have really said, okay. The first question I would have asked is this: all right, let me see your parents. I need to see like how this is possible, because this doesn't even make sense. Like something that would be just popping up out in the wild like that.
That's fair.
And obviously, maybe this guy's not going to want to share that, but I would like to at least know that like you saw a picture, you had something. Like,
there was some
talk about some of the things that you guys were talking about, and then maybe that can bring us home into, okay, this is who this guy is, and he's trying to monetize this because this is his only talent, or this is the only thing he's got. But
yeah,
I would like to hear like, and I'm just not seeing that so far.
No, I agree with you. Like where I went, and this is what I said, like. He's trying to, it would have been better perceived if he talked about like, yo, this is my own experience, but not claiming it as being a black experience. Because the moment that you start saying it's a black experience, like, let's be real here. You're not getting pulled over by the cops and then they're going to look at you a certain way.
People are not,
they're not going,
there's no
that's just not
stereotypes
gonna
that are
happen
coming
that
up based off of him that are the same as the stereotypes that are coming up when people are looking at me. That's what I'm saying. There's the Venn diagrams of these things. There might be zero cross section. That's how far apart they are. So
what we're talking about is the pigment of our skin, and you just don't got it, bro.
And that's okay. But I don't understand
fine.
why we are just accepting this at face value. We're not making any pushback at the fact that this person is essentially just selling like Hennessy and Kool-Aid. I'm black. That's his whole brand. And we're supposed to look at this as though this is a meaningful conversation. I think the main thing that I got out of this conversation is how to monetize on internet, which is look for controversial parts and milk that shit until as long as you can.
But I feel like,
and I think that's what they went into over the entire thing. And although Henny Jivo or whatever his name is sprinkled in the fact that he's doing it for the love of showing people about who he is, he never really went into what I would consider who he is as a black person. You're a black person, right? Tell me about that. What's your experience as a black person? Not hearing any experience about black person. I'm hearing about your experience as a person monetizing Instagram, monetizing TikTok, but I'm not hearing anything about what's your experience as a black person. If you claim to be a black person, tell me your story as a black person.
Where you grew up, what was it like growing up?
What was it like?
School like growing up?
Yeah, I want to hear what is the human aspect. A person that just is monetizing something, that's not, I'm hearing the business aspect, not hearing the human aspect. And that's the part where I'm not really fucking with this.
You laid it down.
But let us know what you think. What do you think about people who make identity claims like this and don't really put up a lot of support for it? Do you think it's something that is wrong to do, or is it something that's just like we're out here trying to make money and you can just do whatever to get to that? We all have our reasons for doing things. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll be back at you with some more content.
Y'all be good.
Oh my god, that is so nice.